Hey everyone, it's Jennifer with Rooted in the Rock, and I've got something dropping from the education branch right now. Hey everyone, welcome to Rooted in the Rock. I'm so glad you're here. Today I wanted to share with you a little update on our homeschooling with the Accelerated Christian Education Curriculum. That would be the ACE PACES for short, okay? Or the ACE curriculum, okay? So, last time we talked, we had just started, and I wanted to let you know kind of as we go through this process, how we're doing, how we're liking it, if what's working, what's not. So far we are about, sorry for the movement. I am in the car waiting on class to be over. And I'm in a rental, so I don't have my phone holder because my bumpers are getting repaired. Long story. But anyway, I don't have my phone holder, so I'm actually like hand holding this. Anyway, you do what you got to do, right? So anyway, okay, so we are just over 6 weeks into school with the curriculum. We started August 1st, but that first week was finishing up catch-up work, gap work, all that kind of stuff, getting our routine down, all of that kind of stuff. So really it was the second week for us when we started. So we're in our like 7th week right now or something like that. Anyway, so we are into, I think, I'd have to look. I think we're into we've just started into our third set of paces. Each pace, if you follow the guidelines, each pace should go no more than 3 weeks. So we're starting into our 7th week, which means we're into our third set of paces. So here is how it's gone for us so far. The things we like, maybe things we don't like. Okay, the things we like. My kids have really loved so far where the curriculum is broken up into the paces, where instead of having a big textbook, it's like each chapter is broken out into its own little booklet. They love getting a new book, okay? They love finishing one and getting to start another. And when they finish one, when they take their test and pass it, they get one of those color-coded star stickers on their chart. And they just love it. So there's that. Some of it has been, let's go with a negative on the negative side. One of the things, my oldest daughter, we're doing 8th grade, and the math, there are times when she likes the math, and there are times when she doesn't. So she's been doing some pretty difficult stuff, and she has not, now typically she's give me the stuff and let me go off on my own and do it. However, with the math, we have found that I need to sit there and help her as she goes through it. Even though she reads the teaching section and it tells you everything you need to know, sometimes, for some reason, it helps her if I read it and go through it with her and show her how to do it. Even though I'm reading the same thing she's reading and I'm just explaining it again, that really helps her. Like today, it was square roots, but of numbers with variables and exponents. It was a little complicated, and so she was needing help with that. However, she is getting to do some cool stuff too that she really likes. And one of the things we like is that it doesn't stay on one particular thing for crazy long. It kind of goes back and forth. So like earlier, is it in the same pace or different? I think it was in the same, I don't know. Anyway, no, same pace. Earlier, so one of the cool things that has happened is she got to learn binary, which my husband thought was really cool because he's a computer geek, right? So the binary she thought was really cool and was a lot of fun. Binary and it's base 8, not octane. I can't, I can't get the word, but octa something numbers. Anyway, it's base 8. I don't know why I can't think of the word right now. But anyway, but she had a lot of fun with that. So I think it's going really, really well. And this is a huge thing that I'm just so impressed with. So my children, I have tried to get them to learn cursive before. We have, actually, there was a whole book, and it was adorable too, that we found in our school cabinet when we were cleaning out just the other day, of like how to learn cursive, and I couldn't ever get my kids to do it. They just, I don't know why, but in these, okay, like a week or 2 weeks into the curriculum, both my kids were writing in cursive. I'm like, what? This is beautiful. This is amazing, because it's integrated into the English language arts, whatever, the English curriculum. So it's like in their English lessons in the English book, they're both of them learning how and practicing writing in cursive. Ah, like, y'all, kids don't learn this anymore, and then they can't read stuff when it's written in cursive, and they've learned how to do it. They love writing in cursive. It's fun. When I was a kid, I always used to pretend I could write in cursive, like before I could, and it was nonsense, but it was so much fun. But anyway, so like, this is like a magical miracle, okay? Like 2 weeks into school and into the curriculum, and both my kids are writing in cursive beautifully, and I'm like, this is amazing. So, you know, different people. So we are now, one of the, here's one more like negative issue. Well, it's not negative, but you know, likes, dislikes, whatever. On the other hand, okay, so they're supposed to set their goals for the day, and I'm having a hard time, like, as the teacher habit, I want to assign them, you do these pages, these pages, these pages. But if you read the instructions on how the curriculum is supposed to go, they're supposed to make their own goals. This is supposed to be like a sufficient, self-directed kind of thing. So that's been hard for me, especially with my younger. My older one, she's doing it pretty good, but it's been, I don't know, we're maybe not 100% by the book on that. And there are days when my older daughter, for some reason, it takes her, the math, you know, it's just more, and she's slower. So it's taking her longer to finish her work than we expected. But, you know, that's one of those things. When you get into a curriculum, especially if it's a new curriculum, you gotta, you know, get into it for a while, get used to it, get used to the system, you know, see if it works for you or if it doesn't. For us, so far, we are loving it. The girls are loving getting to do homework in their pajamas. My older one, a lot of times will get dressed. My younger one, however, because that's how the younger ones are, right? My younger one, she would just wear PJs all day, every day, if she could. So, you know, it's been pretty great. There have been, you know, some interesting where we have appointments or this or that. And yes, it can travel with us, but sometimes there are too many distractions and it doesn't really work. So that has been interesting. But so far, we're on schedule. We've kept up the way we should. And it's going to be, you know, it'll be interesting. I will do another kind of checkup video pretty soon. My mom's going to have a surgery kind of thing, and we're going to go up and stay with her and help her for a while. So the girls are going to go with me. We're going to take all of our work with us. And so this will be, like, we've done like appointments and here and there and things like that, but this will be the first try whatever, going somewhere for like longer than a day and taking our work with us and seeing how that works. So that should be interesting. But so far it's working out really great. Now, I have a friend who also does ACE at home. They've done that for a long time. She doesn't do, like, I'm like a rule follower, and I do things by the book. And so she has done it like I'm like following all the things that the parent guide said to do, and we do this and we do the sticker chart and this and that. Like, she doesn't do any of that. They're very I don't want to say loosey-goosey, but they're, you know, they do all the work they're supposed to do, but they don't, you know, follow all the guidelines. They just do it the way they want to do it, and that's totally fine too. So it's quite interesting, and they've been using it for several years, and they're still cool with it. So it's interesting. It's, you know, even if you're using the same curriculum, different families might still do things a different way. So it's going pretty great so far, and we're loving it. There have been challenges, but we're doing great. So that is that. So hopefully school is going okay for every one of you so far. We also have a big field trip coming up, and I had convinced myself we were going to take our work with us, and we're not. I'm actually going to come up with an alternative. I will fill you in on all of that, but it's going to be an out of town, out of state, very out of town, week-long field trip basically, but I'm going to come up with our own custom curriculum for it. I will fill you in on that in another video that is coming up. I got to plan it all. And that's that. I hope y'all are doing good and have a great week. Jennifer with Root of the Rock, and I started with the wrong thing. Ooh. That's not how I want to start the video. Shoot. Start over. Why did I press stop? Oh my gosh. What am I doing? It's fine. It's totally fine. I guess that's it.